Hi, I'm Kristine Reich. I'm an attorney and I'm also a communication coach. My firm is Restorative Law and Mediation.
Hello, I'm Michelle Ogborne. I'm an attorney in Scottsdale, Arizona, and my law firm is Ogborne Law.
What we're going to chat with you about is about expectations of the collaborative divorce process. And oftentimes when parents or divorcing couples go into a divorce process, there's a lot of expectations that of what to consider of what they're going to be going through. And what we find sometimes is that when emotions run high, that there seems to be an expectation that this process will remedy all those disappointments from the past, and we know that that isn't possible. So the question is, what can we do, Michelle, as an attorney, as a communication coach, to help a family move protectively through the process and to have clear expectations?
Yeah, and I think that's a great question because I think almost every case I've had, this issue has come up at some point or multiple points throughout the collaborative divorce process. One of the things I like to do is sit down with my clients from the very beginning and talk about what is their expectation for the process. What are the goals and objectives that they would like to see so that they can say, if I achieve the following things, this is a win for me. These are the things I don't care about, and these are some of the things I'm willing to negotiate on. And we don't lock into those positions, and I tell them you may or may not get these things. So already setting that expectation. But I find it's important because as we go down the path and those emotions start to come up, the anger, the frustration, the resentment, the fear, anxiety, when they start fighting for things that they told me they didn't care about, it gives me an anchor to go back to and have an honest conversation with them about their expectations for the process and what the consequence is of fighting for things that you don't actually care about. And I often find that that's a way to sort of maybe snap them out of the mindset that they're in and keep them in the lane and focused on what are their final goals and objectives. But I can't do that without a great communication coach in that process.
Yeah, and as a communication coach, what I do to establish expectations in the beginning is really just establishing trust and rapport from the very first meeting, and that is why you want to have your communication coach from the very beginning in the process, is because then I get to know exactly what's most important to you, and how we can, again, stay within the lane of navigating what's most important to you in this process, because there will be compromise. We can expect there will be strong emotions, and that's all okay, and that's why we're here to be part of the process with you, is to help you navigate that in a productive way.
Yeah, and one of the keys I find is, like you said, getting our financial expert, our financial neutral on board very early, and our communication specialist. And what we do throughout the process is often our prep meetings with the client become critical to setting those expectations for when we come together as an entire team to set the expectation for each of the parties as to what's important and what it is that we're going to accomplish so we can keep them in that lane.
So what you can come to expect is that your team will continue to work together to keep you within that lane.